Welcome to Sharing the Light with yours truly, Professor V. We're bringing to you today decontamination or infection control. This is a three-part series. We're actually on our third part of the infection control process. We previously have gone through the barbicide aspect and got certified in that area. And then we moved on to actually the application of utilizing that particular product along with mixing it, so on and so forth. Now we're about to do the same thing with another product called Lucicide. Your Lucicide, in my opinion, is the Cadillac of the disinfectants in the hair care industry. When I say the Cadillac or the Mercedes, I'm talking about top of the line. You say, well, why did we even bother to go through Barbicide? Barbicide is a very popular disinfectant that's used in the barbershop or the hair salons, just in the hair care industry, the personal service industry altogether, to include nail salons and so on and so forth. So it's very popular. And I personally thought and think it's important that you learn how to effectively use that, because you may find that in a barbershop or salon that you are going to work in. Now, the Lucicide is also a disinfectant, but the Lucicide has an efficacy claim that's much greater than that of the traditional disinfectants that we use, and I'll leave it at that. So, with that being said, we're going to compare the previous disinfectant that we learned about that required 2 ounces of your chemical, which is referred to as your solute, added to 32 ounces of your solvent, which is your water. Okay, and that made your disinfectant solution. Now, with Lucicide, instead of using 32 ounces of water, you will use a gallon of water. So now it's going to be 4 times. You're going to have 4 times the product that you would have had previously with the Barbicide product. So you'll use 2 ounces of your chemical, which is your Lucicide, to 1 gallon of water. All right, that's a difference already. That's already saving you money right there. Now, the other part of it is the Lucicide efficacy claim is it destroys 75 different pathogens, including HIV/A, MRSA, SARS, hepatitis B, hepatitis C, versus Barbicide only claims to kill 12. There's another big savings. Okay, now with all that being said, we're coming out of this pandemic, and we want our salons, shops, spas to be in a very impeccable condition. We want our spaces to be clean, sanitized to the utmost. That's going to be most effective and affordable. So we all know the 3 levels of decontamination. That's sanitation, disinfectant, and sterilization. Now, I didn't say it wrong. I was just putting it in the wrong order. So sanitation is the lowest level. You know, at that level, we're removing pathogens, true. But primarily, we're removing things that we can see. So we're brushing stuff off. We're wiping things down. Not necessarily with a chemical, but possibly. Okay, now when you add a detergent of some sort, you know, we got a cleaning and sanitizing piece going along together. That is a must, regardless of what level that we're looking at. That is the foundation. We must sanitize first. Then, of course, we add our chemical. The chemical goes in and destroys the remainder of the bacteria, the pathogens. Now, Lucicide says only 60 seconds. That's 1 minute, folks, opposed to the 10 minutes that the previous product had recommended. Lucicide will kill 99.9% of those pathogens and germs that we talked about earlier, versus, in 1 minute versus the 10 minutes that the other product suggests. Now, if you leave that same product, Lucicide, on for 10 minutes, you've got complete destruction of the pathogens. That's 100%. That is their efficacy claim. They're claiming that 10 minutes will kill 100%. 1 minute will kill 99.9%. So here you have it. You have a faster acting agent. You use less, it makes more, so to speak. So you're using less product out of the container. So therefore it's going to last you longer. You could be more effective in your cleaning process because now you're not concerned about running out of your product so quickly. And it is just a must. So we're coming out of this pandemic situation. We want to have the proper claims within our places of business. Let folks know that we're using top of the line products so that we can protect ourselves as well as the health of our clients and the community. So that is primarily what we're here for, because if not, y'all, it is the law. It is our responsibility as licensed personnel to ensure that we're not deliberately passing on any type of pathogens or diseases from person to person. Remember, don't pop your capes. You don't want all this stuff airborne. The fine particles and the dandruff for the skin and the hair particles that's flying in the air from popping your capes because someone is breathing it. You don't want to do that. There's a proper way to remove your cape as well. So those are some things I won't get into at this particular time. Hopefully you've already learned those pieces. I know if you've been dealing with me and we're at this point, I know that you've already learned how to properly remove a cape as well as putting it on properly. Again, it is all about protection of your client. I can't preach it enough, can't talk about it enough, but we will continue on with the certification piece to this Lucaside product. It comes in 2 different colors. You have and I'm colorblind, so I'm gonna call it pink, someone else may call it red, and then you have your blue color as well. It's up to you which color you want. They both are effective. It's just a color, just a preference thing. Just remember, it's a faster acting product. You use less, it makes more, and it's just top of the line. I can't say anything else about it. It's top of the line. So I'm going to start it off right here. If you have any questions, feel free to inbox me. I'll be glad to entertain any type of questions. But in the meantime, you can go ahead and log in to the site. Of course, you have to register for the site. It doesn't cost you anything to take the certification. Take your certification, display it with pride, because especially those, depending on when you're watching this, coming out of this pandemic situation, people want to make sure that, hey, they are walking into a safe place. And you can charge. I mean, it's more to it than just the service itself. People want to make sure they're getting a nice service, but they want it in a very clean environment. So this is another way you can kind of boast and protect at the same time. Well, that's it for me. This is Professor V. Thank you for joining me on Sharing the Light. And again, if you have any questions, inbox me and I will get back with you. Take care. And until next time, stay safe. Keep it clean. Talk with you later.